Shalom, Temple Israel. This Shabbat, when we come together, we will read the Torah portion of Balak, the story in the middle of the book of Numbers about the pagan sorcerer Bilam, who's hired to curse the Israelites on their way to the land of Israel. 3 times Bilam stands on a mountain overlooking the entire Israelite nation, opens his mouth, preparing to curse the Israelites, preparing to doom them to die in the desert. But each and every time he opens his mouth, he's unable to curse them because God, instead of putting words of curse in his mouth, words of destruction, puts in words of blessing. And the most famous verse from this portion is the blessing that Bilam gives. Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael. How beautiful are your tents, O Jacob, your dwelling places, O Israel. It's a line that we're very familiar with because we say it each and every day when we enter a synagogue for the first time in the morning. One question that the commentators deal with when they look at this story is, why did God need to change the words of Bilam? Why did God force Bilam to bless the Israelites? Why did it really matter what Bilam said? After all, he was just some guy standing on a mountain overlooking the camp of the Israelites. And my favorite answer has always been the warning or the acknowledgement that our words matter. When we say something about somebody else or to somebody else, our words have the power to affect the way that person feels about himself or herself. Whether or not they are true matters that that person knows how you feel. Negative words have the power to hurt, and positive words have the power to uplift, to strengthen. Balaam used his mouth, or attempted to use his words, to hurt the Israelites, and God didn't want that to happen. So God instead made Balaam elevate the Israelites, strengthen the Israelites through his words of blessing. So on the Shabbat, on the week that we read Parshat Balak, the best message that we can take away, or the best lesson we can learn from this ancient sorcerer, is that we should look for someone in our life who we can give a compliment to. Who can we say something nice to? Who can we elevate with our words instead of denigrating, instead of hurting? Look around at all the people you see on a regular basis and find someone who could use a good word right now. Vishal Shabbat Shalom, and I look forward to seeing you on a Friday for Kabbalat Shabbat and Shabbat morning here in Temple Israel.